Everyone, thank you for tuning into the Re-Up podcast, live from Penthouse Studios in Times Square, New York City. My guest today is a extremely talented rapper and entrepreneur. Give it up for LXD one time.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, bro? How's everything?
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, yeah, good morning. This is probably like the earliest podcast episode I've done so far.
That's it. We up and early and active with it. That's it.
Yep. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, but we got here around 9:30, just set up everything, had a nice little conversation, just chilled out. It's a whole vibe over here for the most part.
That's a fact.
All right, so first question I'm going to ask you is, you've been back and forth from New York to Florida. Both have very distinct types of cultures.
Yeah.
When it comes to your music, which one do you gravitate to the most, or do you gravitate towards other types of aspects when it comes to your personal brand?
Well, for real, honestly, because I was born in New York, then shortly after moved to Vegas, and then lived in Florida too for a while. So coming back home, I definitely been influenced by like three completely different types of areas. You got the West Coast, then South.
Yeah.
And then up here, and then so I kind of feel like I don't really gravitate to any of them towards the most, because even when I was like in the West Coast, I was listening to like 50 Cent from the East and stuff, and I just feel like it's a good mix of everything that I learned, even Spanish culture and too, coming from my family. So,
right.
So
was the Spanish culture? Does that really reflect in your music a lot, or that type of music in your DNA?
Yeah, for sure. Because I spent kindergarten through second grade in Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice.
So and I feel like it just got me kind of outgoing, and stuff like that. So
that's what's up.
Like from a kid, since a kid.
Yeah, I got you. So when you were growing up, what type of artists were very influential for you?
I feel like the first one, Ludacris. Sure.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a big one. A lot of people don't mention him, but that's a huge
Ludacris.
one.
He was very funny, So growing up as a kid, and you see him like in a video with super big arms and stuff, and beating people up and stuff, and to get back and stand up
stand up's a
Missy
huge
Elliott too. Missy
Elliott's a big one.
So that was a good thing, because it used to make you laugh as a kid,
right?
So, it's just, and then the music was fire too, so
right.
That was definitely like when I first came into hip hop, seeing them for sure. But the very first I seen was Aaliyah. That was like the first video I remember,
nice.
Like the Dr. Doolittle song.
Yeah,
that video. That was the first ever hip hop video I remember.
And it was just life changing for you for the most part.
Yeah.
From there, did you always know that you wanted to be a rapper, or was it something that kind of came about later in life?
Nah. At first, I used to play basketball,
right,
in school and everything, and I didn't really I liked basketball a lot, and I wanted to do that, of course. Everybody wants to play that sport when they're growing up, and but I just knew I just wanted to help people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to play basketball, and you know what I'm saying? Because I knew they had money and stuff, and I wanted to do stuff like that for people. You know what I'm saying? That don't got shit. So, and then really that's So I was gonna play basketball, but after that didn't work out. Immediately, I knew I was gonna do music.
Right. You mentioned a lot about helping people, and that's actually I wanted to bring something like that up. How much you do a lot of things for kids for the most part, right? Like you kind of get back to the community in a certain sense.
Definitely,
talk about that a little bit.
For sure. So like around like Christmas time last month, we threw a little charity event for like the kids, and gave out free gifts and stuff. With shouts out to Penware, because they definitely helped me out with that. And I put on a little show for them and performed some music for them, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you can see it on your page, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's on my IG. I still have it up. I thought, I'm never gonna take that down.
It's just huge
definitely
just huge positivity and great stuff right there.
Yeah, nah.
It kind of goes to show you that you don't have to be a big time artist yet, or like a big time major radio artist just to go out and help out. You could do that before, there's a lot of press, before a lot of attention.
Definitely, because like they don't especially with the kids, because like they don't care. They
appreciate music no matter what.
Yeah, and they just like people. Yeah, exactly. So they were showing mad love.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Yeah, so
that was like a full on LXD show, on some crazy.
So I was just
stuff.
I did what I could. I was just like, listen to your parents. Like tried to give a quick word. Because they just thought I was cool. And stuff.
Right.
So then you want to show them what the cool things are.
Yeah, just completely natural.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it was my little brother.
Yeah. What songs did you play for them at the show that they liked?
Some things that are gonna be on the album. You know,
Nice.
this song called Up.
Nice.
Which,
Also,
which is,
so they got the whole exclusive.
oh yeah.
Oh,
sure,
that's nice. So
like that was the test run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the test
so first
run.
you pulled up, then you gave them all the exclusive things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up.
It was pretty cool. Gave out a lot of gear too.
Yeah. A lot of merch from the company you were just talking about, right?
Yeah, from Pinware, yeah.
That's what's up. Do you plan on doing more stuff like that in the future?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there one you have like specifically planned out, or you kind of just do them like?
Not yet. Right now we're with my company with creators, we're thinking about doing something, but you know we're gonna wait some time.
Right.
We're gonna definitely see what's up, but we're definitely trying to make moves soon. So.
Right. So as you know, this podcast isn't just for music people; it's also for entrepreneurs in general, and you kind of fit both with creators. So talk to us about creators and exactly what you guys do.
Oh yeah, for sure. So like creators is like it's I established it in South Florida, like right before I left. So like I don't know, just one day really, I just like felt inspired. I put up a post on IG and I was like, oh, you know, like I live in a very small like town in Florida, used to, and then I was just like, you know, I'm starting up a team of everything, like a little IG post. I was like, whoever's interested, just hit me up. So a bunch of people hit me up, and then like we met up and stuff, and then like of course people fell out through the time, but I definitely established that in South Florida, and shortly after getting to New York, I made it official and everything, and yeah, so it's like a whole collective of artists. I got videographers, producers, and other artists like me, myself of course, and Nico Blanco, and my friend Burberry, and just photographers, videographers, everything that you can need in a multimedia group.
Right.
And then pretty much spread out all over the nation. Like
nice.
I have a producer, Zoot Vibes. He's in Maine. My friend, Tyler Fowler. He's an engineer, producer. He does everything actually. He's in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole team in Florida. We got the home base studio with Nico Blanco in Florida, and photographers in Florida, and videographers, discrete footage, and so we're just trying to we're trying to combine it all together,
right,
and make it a one thing.
You guys also have an Instagram page just in case anyone wants to go check them out.
Yeah,
check you guys out.
Creators, CRE8ERS. Creators.
Yeah, you probably can't see this if you look at the YouTube video, but he's rocking a creator's shirt right there. If you're on YouTube, shouts out to you. Subscribe.
Nah, we'll definitely zoom in on that later.
Definitely. Yeah, and I got you later with the post. I got you.
It's all cool though, but yeah, definitely. We just want to put some positivity out there. Just show everybody everything cool. You know what I'm saying? You could do what you want to do.
That's good. You guys seem to have a set team right now, but you guys also interested in maybe contracting other people, like maybe other people joining creators in the future?
For sure, yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely.
So let's say someone who's listening right now is interested in maybe joining. What qualifications, both professionally, social, do they need to have in order to be a part of creators?
Honestly, you just got to be willing to if you're willing to just work with other people, and you know what I'm saying, all positivity, no hate, no, shiesty stuff, and just, you know what I'm saying, grow and ready to,
right,
to take charge of your life, and, you know what I'm saying, go forward with a group of creatives that all have the same vision, then that's the qualification, really. It's not really nothing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, like, that's when it comes to like contracting out, actual, members and stuff. But of course, we're always open to work with everybody. That's what it's about,
Perfect.
Definitely what it's about.
How does creators stand out compared to other labels or other groups in the hip hop game right now?
Definitely, just because I just feel like the organic energy of it, like it's kind of like a bad news bears. That's how I would say.
Yeah,
that's how I would best explain it. Like everybody that was like said no, I was like, hey, listen, don't worry about it, man. I got some stuff cooking up. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that just comes from like the energy. Because like I had played basketball my whole life up until senior year where I was cut from the team. You know what I'm saying? So right. I know how it feels to like just have like your whole, you know what I'm saying, your whole dream just, you know what I'm saying, and people telling you that you can't do stuff. So I'm just like,
yeah.
There's always options. We gonna go show everybody that we can.
I feel like in music, there's not much of there's a greater chance to succeed because with sports, it's kind of like no matter what, you have to like be accepted into like a certain type of team, a certain type of system. Things have to go your way. With music, there's more routes to be more creative. Even if you're not like a rapper, producer, maybe if you're just like a photographer, something like that. There's definitely more routes. More, you know, you could be independent, sign with somebody else. You know, it's not just like one person or one label tells you, nah, you're not valid. Doesn't mean you can't just do other things and go with other people, or start up like a smaller brand and like just explode from there.
Exactly.
Which a lot of people would rather honestly do. Just be a part of something, you know, historic that's just, you know, up and coming. Those stories really kind of, you know.
Exactly. And then, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just be, like, living life sometimes. I'm just like, damn, man, like, stuff I be doing now, it's, like, really what they be talking, like, in, like, what other rappers, like, real rappers be, like, talking, like, about in their interviews. Like, when they talk about them coming up, I'm just like, damn, like, that shit really be, like, funny, you know?
Right.
And it's just, like, the grind and the process, it's really cool. Like, that shit's funny. To see it all come together and, like, you know, like, for instance, meeting you in this interview right now, like, just definitely meeting people, and, like, you just get thrown into this mix of the universe and you just start getting everything that you need in a funny manner. Like, it's just weird, you know?
Yeah, no, this industry has been great for me so far, you know, recently started and everything, but it's definitely great because you meet
you grow since I met you, so that's
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, definitely, you know, you see growth, you know, the more work you put in, you know, like who knows what you can do. Sky's the limit. And plus, in this type of industry, there are so many connects and so much, you know, type of marketing and reaching out you do with people. It's unbelievable. It's always like no matter what, like, you know, right place and time type of thing. Like you just meet people.
Yeah.
Social media and DMs make everything so simple. Like it's a direct access to somebody.
All you have to do is work hard, save your money.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all you have to do is work hard, save your money, and
invest your money into
what you want to
exactly.
do.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
So get a job, work a 9 to 5 until you don't have to anymore.
Exactly. Invest in like all your stuff.
Invest in yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. All my money goes towards like equipment. That's pretty much like about it. You probably know the same. Well, for artists and producers, you know, equipment, studio time, you know, like videos, all that type of stuff.
Because once like, you know, like especially with rappers, you just record your own vocals and then you could just go get them mixed somewhere. Right. You know what I'm saying? Record them at your house where you have ultimate, you know, studio time.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's nice to go to like a nice ass studio, like a penthouse or something like that. Definitely, because you know this is dope.
For sure. Yeah.
But you know, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Sometimes, yeah. But like, you know, especially when you're first starting out, you know.
Yeah, you don't have like, you know, like because rates for studios are expensive, but they're worth it though.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely expensive, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, you got a budget for everything.
Nah, absolutely. But it's all good at the end of the day. It's stuff that you should want to put your money into.
For sure. If you're gonna, I just tell everybody, like, you know, it's not like just picking up your phone and writing in your notes and picking a beat from YouTube and, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, because everybody be like, oh, I could do it. It's
way more complex.
It's a long haul, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not everybody's gonna pop at first. It's a long haul. So if you're not in it for the long haul, I don't know, because it's gonna be a process 99% of the time.
Right. So you also mentioned before we got on air, we were talking about graduation dates. That you graduated 2012. I graduated 2015.
Word.
Yeah. So thinking about I'm actually really happy you mentioned the patience type of game, because I feel like a lot of people, not just artists, people in general, kind of see like younger people like 20, 21, 22, see them like rich, popping off, doing stuff, and they think, damn, I have to get to that. Or if I'm not like, by the time I'm 25, like I'm not like rich, like it's a dub and all that, like. So for you being patient and kind of like, you know, being a little bit older, not like you're young too, but like a little older than like the Roddy Riches, the Pop Smokes, you know, all of them for the most part. Talk about patience for a little bit and like how that affects you.
Well, definitely, just because like I would say our generation kind of missed like the super social media era. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for the high school, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we were kind of a little bit before that, you know what I'm saying? Like you were probably right in the middle of that. You know
I was probably right when it, like,
right
was,
when
like,
it
popping,
first
like,
started.
when it first started popping out,
Exactly. So, like, so like, it was kind of a shame for our you know, our little generation that, like, we kind of, like, were too early for, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really worried about that because, like, you know, I make my music for the art. You know, all this, me rapping is just, I started rapping to just express how I feel. So everything else that comes with all this, like, for instance, this interview right now and everything else is just extra.
Right.
Because I make music just to literally, like, put my thoughts down on paper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it's a passion for you, not just for money, but for, like, to live out your dreams and aspirations in your art.
all that's extra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make music whether if nothing's coming from her or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to write in my notepad just to,
Just to do it.
yeah, when
Just
I was a kid.
because it made you happy.
It wasn't music, yeah, but I used to write in my notepad like shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit that I wouldn't say. Like,
Yeah,
what I'm
like,
saying?
which is cool because that kind of like transitions as you get older
For
into
sure.
music, in which it did. Now look where you're at.
Yeah. Like, I probably wrote my first bar when I was like 12. Like, my first little verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always knew I could rap though, just because, like, when listening to music as a kid and like, you know what I'm saying, like, you have rhythm, you know, and then it's just like, like, and like you just
you just pick up game after.
You just
after a
if
little
you just
bit.
know, So it's just like one time my friend asked me to rap, and you know what I'm saying, like, he was like, oh, he used to make music, so he's just like, yo, write a verse, and I did. It was pretty hard. It was a little something, but I didn't really take it serious then either. That was 8th grade. I just wrote a little verse.
Got it.
But that's when I knew. Like, I was like, if I really wanted to, like,
You could body and
I'd be
like take
alright.
this as a career.
Yeah. Especially with the type of music I used to listen to as a kid. Like,
Right.
I didn't listen to, I used to listen to like Nas and stuff.
Right.
So
everything kind of just like blended in together for the most part.
Yeah.
When you actually graduated high school, that's when ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky really kind of started like really like first popping off and like really getting famous on YouTube and their videos and all. That was like, old school raw
that
ASAP.
that was dope.
Yeah.
ASAP. I was a little bit late on that.
Right. Yeah, and I remember like 2013, 2012, like I was a kid, but like ASAP was just completely taking over. And the reason I asked is because you kind of remind me a little bit of like the vision a little bit when it comes to your videos and your videography and like your pictures and like your cover art. Kind of like looks like a little, not like fully ASAP influence, but like a little bit like sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Just because, ASAP Rocky is, what I'm saying, he's fire. And like, honestly, like, when you're a kid from New York City, you can't help but like, look up to ASAP, especially just because I'm from the Bronx. So, and I'm from Castle Hill. So, people from ASAP be in Castle Hill all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Harlem's close by.
Yeah, and Harlem's close by, and it's not even that. I'm pretty sure 12 from out there.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? And then like, the ASAP Mob, the Traumatic video.
Yeah.
With Method Man.
Mm-hmm.
The project building they're in the beginning.
Yeah.
When they're doing the.
Yep.
Little that's Castle Hill projects. That's like,
dope.
That's literally, you make a right and then a left off my block.
Nice. Shout out to Castle Hill.
That's what I'm saying. Shouts to Castle Hill for sure. Just cause like, you know what I'm saying? That shit right down the block, and then, what I'm saying, that's the hood. And then but yeah, like, and then so being influenced by ASAP and then just coming later, being influenced by ASAP in 2012 and then coming to New York later in my life in 2020 and chilling with Marty and shit. That shit is just funny.
Yeah, it's on Marty Baller, by the way.
Yeah,
people like didn't pick that up.
Shout out to Marty Baller, man. So.
How'd you actually link up with Marty? Because Marty's actually a pretty, like a big figure, like in New York at the time.
Wow. Honestly, through Manny Wave and Simpler Films. So
nice.
Shout out to them too. Shout out to Manny Wave and shout out Simpler Films.
Do you have any plans with Manny and with Marty as a part of maybe like projects and music?
Yeah, for sure. We've been working for sure. We got some stuff in the works.
Definitely. And like you three definitely, like mixing well, both personally and in the music piece.
Yeah. Manny's my guy. And like, you know what I'm saying? We already got work together. We got more work coming together. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like him coming from DMV.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like we just control like the, you know what I'm saying? Trying to control the whole East. So it's just like, it's a real cool thing. You know what I'm saying? And then Marty's definitely gonna, you know what I'm saying, helping us out with that. So definitely gonna take charge this year for sure, this summer. Yeah,
it's awesome. Shouts to both of them. I actually wanted to bring up Manny too because one of your latest singles with him, you released over summer often.
Yes.
Great track, by the way, one of my favorite tracks from you. And also the video by Simpler Films, right?
Yes.
Super trippy. And it reminded me of like a ASAP Rocky LXD type of music video where it's like it's not just some regular, it's like a whole experience, like it's you going through like a whole experience and like you're taking the audience with you. Definitely.
That's heavy influence. Exactly.
Exactly. Where'd you even get like the Simpler Films, like with that video? Was that Simpler Films and you kind of like collabed on that with the idea, or did you come with the idea completely?
I sat with him throughout the whole video.
And you two just came up with that whole storyline.
Nah, like I knew like before I shoot any video, I know the whole storyline.
Okay.
So Simpler Film just shoots for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, and just like brings the vision out to life.
And with the editing process, I sat with him through it. So like,
oh, nice.
all those
That's what's up.
and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you saw everything go from like,
for sure.
You know, built from like the ground up per se.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is cool because I don't think a lot of artists really do that. I think they just give it to, which I mean, of course, I don't blame them. Like it's a long process, but like, they'll probably give it to their you know, their videographer. Like, hey, edit this. Like, let me see it. All right, cool. Edit that. Then like kind of see like, you know, see how it is for the most part.
Or like ask for locations and stuff.
Yeah, but you kind of like you like sitting there and seeing like this whole process kind of like build up.
Yeah, no.
The same with the music. With the music.
Yeah, for sure. Because as soon as I hear a beat, I you know what I'm saying? It's a whole mood. So it's like you got to be there through the whole thing. You know.
Yeah.
Got to paint the whole picture. You know. So
right, or else it wouldn't be completely you.
You're not just if you're gonna paint a picture, right? You're not gonna just trace the picture. You're not just gonna do the outline. You know what I'm saying? You want to do the coloring and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You want to add the final touches and shit too. So I feel like you got to go past the track. You got to go the track, the video. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
How much does accountability fall into that? Because you have to be on top of creators. You have to be on top of your own music. You have to be on top of your videos. You have to be on top of everything for the most part. A lot of people wouldn't want that type. You know, people want to rap and people want to live the lifestyle, but people don't want to be accountable, not just as an artist, but as a business owner, like a business, like, you know, the owner of a brand, and kind of just be on top of that. So how do you make that work?
It's not easy, bro. For real. Like I don't even mean to like, you know, be like, oh, it's not easy, but it's really not easy. It's not easy. Like I know, you know, like just with like you're doing your stuff is not easy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Me just rapping as LXD is not easy, let alone having to like, you know what I'm saying, creators where I have like a whole people, you know what I'm saying, a whole team of people like, you know, waiting on me for the next move, you know, and it's kind of hard, you know, sometimes, but I definitely, you know, always deliver. So, you know, and then I always work on my own stuff and have time to lead them completely and make sure everybody's on track and stuff. And then and it's not even that, man. Everybody that's there just knows what they're doing. You know, it's not like I need to really do much, you know, except for like
they go into work.
Yeah, they're working on their own craft, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we just work on the ideas together, you know, like merch and stuff and and all that stuff.
That's what's up. When you first started taking music seriously, was it always a plan to start creators or to start something independently on your own, or did that come about as you got more confident with this and as you started succeeding more in the rap game?
Yeah. As I got more confident, like, you know, because I don't even know, because obviously at first when you just come up rapping, like, you don't really think about owning a whole label. You just think about like
you started about step one,
being the star, and then like later I'm just like, yo, you know what? Like, what if I like
started your own thing?
Yeah, because I started seeing it happening with Pro Era and ASAP Mob. You know what I'm saying?
Hybrid's the label.
TDE, Hybrid's the label. Shouts out to Hybrid, you know, Bronx. You know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, yo, you know what? Like, and I got an eye for talent. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I was just like,
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I was just like, I feel like I could do that.
Did the decision to make this type of venture, was it built off of was it built off of like seeing other artists kind of be screwed over their deals?
Yeah.
Was it kind of like, oh wow, I don't want to be that guy,
so let me just
you know, take matters into my own hands?
Definitely. Heavy influence, because, you know, just seeing all my favorite 90s artists, you know, getting played out and, you know, abused and stuff. And I don't really want to say too much, but like, you know, I want to have a good career. That's it. Yeah,
because it's a super sad situation when you have very talented individuals, you know, the label says, oh, we're going to take care of you, this and that, but they don't go over the details with them, or maybe the person doesn't have a lawyer with them. So, because obviously you're not going to understand the fine print and like all the legal,
like little kids and stuff, you know, like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, like they make those type of documents. It's like they make it hard to read. Yeah, on purpose.
Yes,
they don't want it to be like easy. Like like they make it as long and as
and that's exactly why they sign young kids. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, like 18. Well, anybody like 20 and under, or even 21, 22. Like you're still like very young. You don't have that much exposure in the business realm.
People like us, we know our worth. You know what I'm saying? So we going in there with some demands. You know what I'm saying? That they don't that other people don't even know about.
Did you learn firsthand too sometimes about maybe getting like swindled on deals or like with shows and stuff like that?
people have been trying to swindle me my whole life. So
Gotcha. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, dead ass. Like, you know, shows have turned out wrong, especially here in New York. Like, you know,
Nah, honestly, believe it or not, it happens a lot.
it happens.
I've spoken to a lot of artists. A lot of artists that I've spoken to have, said a lot of negative type of things about venues and shows. Not because the shows were bad or the venue itself physically was bad, but just how it was organized, managed. Just like stuff like slot times, like very simple stuff that you should, be on top of.
Definitely, that's what happens when it's a show being thrown by people who just want money. Instead of
actually caring about the music and caring about experience and caring about the artists and their time and all the all the money and investments they put into actually getting there, setting up, performing, stuff that people don't really think about that much.
That's a fact.
People think that you just show up to he's just showing up and raps. Nah, it's that's like a very like the 1% part, but then the 99.9% is like setting up, mic checks, choreography if you have any, setting up for shows, planning out the whole experience, because you don't want to just show up and like hope people are feeling you out. You kind of want to plan that stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not plan it out completely, because you can't completely plan out how a show's gonna go.
Yeah,
to the best of your advantage, you kind of want to prepare. So how do you prepare for shows like that?
Well, that's a good question. But like honestly, like with shows, I go with a flash drive. I have all my music ready, and I have like not everything, but I would say like if the set is three tracks, I'm definitely taking like 6, or 7, because you don't know who's gonna be there. You don't know what type of crowd is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to like, come with like drill music and then you show up and it's like a poetic type event. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
That's just two different. Vibes.
Like that's when it just comes to like, the artist. You got to know about that. You don't find out about that until you show up to the poetic event with drill music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like you throwing everybody off. It's not a vibe.
Exactly.
So I always go like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always go with like music for different moods. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure everything is ready for the demographic that is going to be at that show.
Right.
And of course a lot of times I know the demographic that's going to be there. So,
right.
But always for sure, just to check, and be sure I have like 7 songs with me.
Got you.
Or 10.
Nice.
And then I just pick, I told the DJ. Most of the time is my DJ, so whatever.
Oh, that works perfectly too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just like the people you kind of already know what it is, or you don't gotta worry about.
Shout out to Jaded.
Nice, absolutely. Walk us through a LXD concert experience.
Definitely gonna be turning up the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna talk my stuff too. A lot of people who know me, they know my music is like when I first started rapping, I was like a conscious type rapper.
Right.
So like, I'm gonna have a but I'm not really conscious that type of music no more. But like it's a definitely good mix of like conscious with mainstream.
It's still
hip-hop.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, with mainstream hip hop, and like we're gonna have energy is gonna be on 10 the whole time.
Right.
Not turning down. And it's funny too, because people when they see me on stage, they don't expect that from me, and then it turns up, and then like, bro, this dude is crazy.
Whole experience.
Yeah. And they're like, no.
Because the performing piece, I feel like super important. That maybe like a lot of really good rappers don't have. They don't really have the performing piece.
Yeah.
Roddy Ricch, for example, is one of those artists who makes great music and also is a great performer.
Yeah, for sure.
I seen him once. I forgot what show it was or like what he was doing exactly, but it was televised. He was rapping, then playing the piano at the same time.
Yeah.
Inside the keyboard.
Yeah.
Like that type of stuff is like super impressive. That you don't really see that much nowadays.
Yes, you don't at all, and that's exactly like what I'm trying to work on too, because you definitely don't see that at all nowadays.
So definitely being like a great performer is one of your goals.
Yeah, performer and just using instruments as a period.
Nice.
Do you
know how to play any instruments?
No, but I'm working on the piano right now.
Nice.
I'm working on my first
If you get
one.
the piano, then I think that's like a good one to start with.
Yeah.
If you do piano,
one day my hands were like itching like crazy. I'm like, I need to do something.
So just piano.
I just bought a piano. Yeah.
That's what's up. It's cool because you can do your own like keyboard stuff too if you like know how to use a piano. Even if it's like simple notes, like a simple little beat here and there, boom, you just made one.
Yeah, I got mad melodies saved up. I just, what I'm saying? I just be working on mad ideas, and then I know when I'm ready, then my ideas are gonna be fire.
Yo, honey, that's you.
Yeah, yeah.
Them niggas creators is crazy.
Yeah. See, get used to me, gon' be here for the long run. I swear that they been fucking with the wrong one. Elevated to the top, yeah, we on one. Yeah, I stayed up on my grind, now we on one. Get used to me, gon' be here for the long run. And I swear that they been fucking with the wrong one. Elevated to the top, yeah, we on one. Yeah, I stayed up on my grind, now we on one. Yeah, Henny in my double cup. Backwood road right, I'ma take a puff. For the days I had none, you know I'ma run it up. I was riding on that bike, now I'm riding on that truck. Wasn't there from the start, then you ain't ride with us. Drop you off right here, there's a stop for that bus. When I drop my new shit, like volcano erupt. Put on for my team, yeah, we clutch, yeah. Louis V, damn, you're on my waist. I like all colors, I don't trip about no race. But if I'm in one, get the fuck out my way.